Indian tax under the British was lower than the rest of the world, lower than the Maratha, lower than the Mughals. Angus Maddison and David Mitchell found that tax revenue as a percentage of GDP in India was 10% under the Mughals, 7% under the Marathas, and 6% under the British. Tirthankar Roy found that the average tax burden on Indian peasants was 20% under the Mughals, 15% under the Marathas, and 10% under the British. These studies suggest that the tax burden on Indians was lower under the British than it was under the Mughals or the Marathas. The researchers concluded that the lower tax burden under the British was due to a number of factors, including the introduction of a more efficient tax system, the reduction of corruption, and the growth of the Indian economy. Here are some additional details about the studies. Maddison and Mitchell used data from a variety of sources, including historical records, government documents, and economic surveys. They found that the tax burden in India was relatively stable over the period from 1600 to 1950. Roy's study focused on the tax burden on Indian peasants. He found that the tax burden on peasants was higher under the Mughals than it was under the Marathas or the British. However, he also found that the tax burden on peasants varied depending on the region of India. Additionally, the definition of tax can vary from one study to another. For example, some studies may include only direct taxes, while others may include indirect taxes as well. Overall, the evidence suggests that the tax burden on Indians was lower under the British than it was under the Mughals or the Marathas.